Hello and welcome to the Newtown Heritage Explorers project. This is the third of 3 films about the project, and this one is about how you can get involved in it. And we'll be looking at why you might want to be involved, but then also what you need to do. So why would you get involved with this project? Well, we think there are quite a few different reasons why different people might get involved. You may live in a part of Milton Keynes where there's new development planned for your grid square or an adjacent area, and you'd like to have a say and create a voice for how it affects how you currently live with your neighbours and in your neighbourhood. And this is a very good way of capturing what's working today, but also what might be better in the future with change. It may well be that you're interested in neighbourhood planning, and this big map at the side here shows in green and blue the different parts of Milton Keynes where community groups have decided they would like to try and draw up a neighbourhood plan in order to shape how change comes. And a character assessment is a very good way of starting that process, taking stock of what's out there already today. So if you live in any parts of the Milton Keynes which doesn't have a bit of colour on it there, it may well be that the time is right for you to do that. You could live in an area where there's going to be the redevelopment of an existing building or groups of buildings, and you would like to be able to explain how those buildings should fit into the character of the area that you've got, or how they can start to enhance an area which has lost its way, perhaps. It could be that you can see maintenance problems and maintenance issues which are starting to make an area feel less loved and lived in, even though it's very valuable to local people. So quite often, doing a character assessment will highlight the things which actually are weakening a character rather than strengthening it, and might be very easily shared with other people. It could also be that you have antisocial behaviour issues where you live, and so working out where those take place and why they happen might be quite valuable, and therefore that can tell other people more about your area than they would otherwise find out. And it could also be something as simple as, changes to how people can park in an area, which would significantly change how people live and how they value where they live. So it's a way of explaining this is how we love this place and this is how we use it today, and changes in these ways would need to be done in a different way to perhaps something that's being planned. So it's a way of explaining how a place is today and how it's used and how it works, but also how change could be useful and how you would like to shape future change. So if you're not sure what sort of role you could play in a group or a collection of people thinking about character and your local neighbourhood, there are different roles that you could play. One is to do the historical research into the heritage of your particular part of Milton Keynes, find out about the stories of how people have lived there and how it's changed over time, what brought people to that particular part of Milton Keynes. It could be that you're the person with others to go out and use the toolkit, download it and take it out and record the character of the area today and see how you all feel about it. You could be the kind of person that's interested in finding out about the future for an area and looking at future planning applications that may well be coming, and how would that change your area in the future. Or it may well be that you're very interested in seeing all the different information that people have collected about different things, and a part of looking at recommendations about how your area could improve or needs to be kept very similar to how it is today, and helping to put together this character assessment report and recommendations. Getting started. Well, the best way to get started is to download the toolkit, talk to friends, neighbours and local groups, including your parish council, about doing this, and check whether anyone is doing a character area assessment of your neighbourhood already. Get a map of your part of Milton Keynes, get a clipboard to lean on, a pen and a camera, and go for a walk. Take photographs to show other people what you find about the character of the place, and answer the toolkit questions. And the toolkit questions have been designed to make it really easy to answer when you're out, but also when you regroup with others, which we'll come to in a moment. It's much easier then to turn those into sentences about what you've seen. So ask yourselves when you're out, are there things which could be improved or protected? It's your chance to be critical, but also to be the champion of where you live. And then after you've been out, regroup or gather over a cup of tea and agree what you'd like to say about the area today and in the future. So it's important that what you're trying to do is to capture what you can see in order to explain it to others about its attractions and character today, but also how that needs to be looked after in the future. And then finally, really importantly, put your ideas and photographs together as a character assessment report. It could also be a video, but a way of showing others who you don't yet know, this is how this place works, this is what works well about it, but also things which could change with the future. So what next? Well, don't let your valuable ideas and observations sit on a shelf. If you've put together a report or a video, send it to your local council, whether that's a parish council, town council, borough council or a city council, depending on your new town. Talk to your neighbourhood planning group, or if there isn't one, think about whether you should start your own for your area. Locality is an organisation which has been given money by the government to help groups to get neighbourhood plans together, so there's funding available through them. We're also really interested to see the work that you do, and so if you'd like to share your findings with us, please do email me, or if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help. Thank you for watching this third in a series of 3 videos about the Newtown Heritage Explorers project. If you haven't watched the other 2, please do go back and see those. And keep an eye on our website, hosted by the Milton Keynes City Discovery Centre, the Newtown Heritage Explorers. Thank you.